welcome to the Narshe review. I hope you're watching this one because the ratings that I give are actually going to have impact on the story this game, apparently. We are just going to start from the top, of course. It is a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being really, really bad, 10 being really, really good. Looking back on these characters in the original seeds that I got them, they were like in ranges from like 1 to 3 or something. So, hopefully they do better this time, because they might actually really benefit by the end of the seed by whatever ratings they get. So, let's just go ahead and start with Biggs. Okay, so Biggs, in the past, has had Corinne, I think, and that was like the only good thing he got. It wasn't even good. He was bad. And in this, he's not much better, man. So he's got W Evil 2, which is a range of status effects, but I believe you can only hit enemies with one of those status effects with Evil 2. It's not like Sour Mouth, where it can inflict a bunch at once. And then Condemned as a command, which could come in handy later, but man, that's pretty niche. His magic power is pretty good, but he doesn't have any magic yet. And our sprint shoes are teaching mute, so that wouldn't really help him anyway. Really, he's just been, oh, I got a crystal sword I didn't realize I had. Really, he's just been tossing these ninja stars, and they proc for bolts sometimes, and they're just strong weapons. He also has, I believe, a command-changing weapon, but it's, like, awful. Yeah, W Evil 2 into Imp Condemned. Then for, I guess, someone else, Sarah Bolt, which is Seraphim and some flavor of Bolt. We haven't run into that character yet. Turning it into R White, and then this weapon reverses cures. Every way you slice it, Biggs kind of sucks. I'm sorry, my guy. You're so niche. I really have to be, like, actually truthful with these ratings, man. And right now, I'd say, geez, dude, I'm not even kind of worried about us losing you in the frickin' Narshe fields. You're like a 2, my guy. All you got is those freaking ninja stars. If you get magic, good magic eventually with your decent magic power stat, that can be a thing, but you don't have any, and we won't know for a long time. Biggs is a 2. That's pretty bad. Sephiroth. Obviously, we had him before. He had Sketch, and then later he had W Shiva. He was just all around bad. Every time I've gotten him, he's been bad. Not the case this game. Sephiroth is actually pretty damn good. Number 1, he's got Bioblast as a command, which is a really good AoE attack. It's a Magitech move. It does decent damage. It is Poison Element, which sucks. It's still okay. Really, what's been making him really good is that second skill, Flash Elf, which is Flash and Elf Fire. Elf Fire is a strong single target fire attack that can come in handy sometimes, but really it's been Flash. It's an AoE non-elemental, just good move. And I believe it will scale, we'll see. Yeah, that's basically been clearing mobs for us because it's not elemental AoE, let's go. And then he's got a magic command that has regen in it, berserk, and warp. Warp is actually really nice utility there. So yeah, man, and as far as what he can equip, this crystal sword, he might, no, he won't want that because somebody else is gonna need it, probably. But yeah, he's just a good character, man. I think, as far as the characters that I have so far, if I'm basing it off of what I think he should have, there's not a lot of power in the seed. So, Sephiroth, I'd probably put you at, like, for right now, you're a 6. Because Flash, I'm not exactly sure if it scales. Your magic power is only 27, which isn't great. We've actually been giving him earrings to make it do more damage. If Flash even pulls from magic power, I'm not sure, because I believe it's a tool. So yeah, I think you're a 6. Man, I'm not going to put you any higher than that right this second, because we have some other characters that would fit the bill for higher rating than that. But yeah, not bad, dude. Actually doing a good job coming back and not sucking. Okay, Cyrax. Good old show mud. Cyrax. I mean, the question mark atomic ray is really good until shit absorbs fire, which is kind of what's been happening a lot already in the seed. I like it because if it works, it's fucking amazing, but if it doesn't work, he becomes just a terrible character. He has X magic, but he's got float, rasp, and regen. No attack magic yet. And then as far as, like, equipment, again, crystal sword looks like everybody can equip. Jeez, Cyrax. You are not looking that good. But X magic has value, especially because I did rescind my rule, which I'm going to do an updated rulebook video probably after this seed. I am going to allow half MP cost relics and stuff and effects for the World of Balance from now on. I think gold hairpin effects are fine. Yeah, unless you get good magic, you're not going to be great. Question mark atomic ray is still good, though. I think I got to put you to 5. I don't think you're quite as good as Seph, because it's not non-elemental. I think a 5 is fair, Cyrax. Okay, red. Poor red, dude. Second time that I've gotten him, and just... he cannot win. So he's just got fight morph magic item. He's basically Terra. Morph sucks. Well, it doesn't suck, but you know what I mean. And Beyond Chaos, when the power is usually out of control and you get morph, and his magic, nothing. And then, yeah, he's just not doing anything but attacking. And the weapons he's had access to up to this point, he can't equip the Crystal Sword. I was really hoping he'd be one who could. But yeah, Airland set, Mithril Knife, Metal Knuckle, Mithril Rod, those are the only things he can use, and none of them are doing anything great. Like, he's just attacking. That's it. He was basically useless on the Elite River because everything was absorbing wind, and he was attacking with the freaking Airland set. Like, red is terrible right now. He might get better with magic based on Espers, but as of right now, man, red, I'm sorry, dude. I really think you're cool, and your sprite is cool. I would love it if you were better. You're a 1, man. You're so bad. You have, like, no redeeming qualities here. That morph is the only thing, and that's not enough to bump you up a point from the bottom rung, man. So, yeah, red, you're a 1, dude. I'm sorry. Okay, Predator. Predator is kind of interesting because Blizzard's never going to scale. It's just ice, and it's, like, decent damage early on, like right now. But Quadra Slam could be good, eventually, because of just building up his damage output. Eventually, Quadra Slam will be pretty good for an AoE, even though it's kind of RNG dependent on who he's attacking. As far as magic, he's got Antidote, Ice, Bolt, Berserk. At least he's got some magic he can throw out. He's been who we've been giving the... he came with the Gold Shield and the Mithril Pike, which both have half MP cost on them. So one of those on him is perfect, so he can throw out the magic, just in case Quadra Slam isn't the way we want to go. But his magic power is not great. Man, Predator, shit, dude. I think you're probably a 4. I don't think you're 5 or 6 material, but 4 seems fair for you, my guy. But we'll just have to see, I guess. Alright, Fish. Fish is back. He's awesome. I love Fish. Member of the Green Pants Gang. And I love his profile picture. He's also invisible right now. I need to heal him. Did I not unequip you? I did not. Okay. So Fish, as far as what he can equip, kind of lackluster. There is a Thunder Rod here. Power Sash, you know. It's really about his skills. So he's got our Esper, which we've seen Rufus have in the past. Really okay. Most of the time when you pull an Esper, it's going to be something good, except Crusader. You know, the damage output from some Espers is going to suck, of course. I mean, it's our Esper. It's actually okay. Like, if you pull Zone Seat, you pull Phantom, you pull most things, it's just going to be okay. But then Alex Tech. Now, that's just straight up Alexander, because Rad, I guess, hid Alexander under the ocean and had Fish take care of it before he went to Midgar and joined Avalanche and stuff. But, yeah, it's Alexander, which is big AoE Pearl Element damage, which can be good and can not sometimes. And then Tech Barrier. So I'm thinking you could target yourself with Alex Tech, because you can't hit yourself with Espers, unless they're support Espers. So if it's damage Esper like Alexander, it'll probably auto-target to the enemy, and you can technically maybe hit yourself with Tech Barrier, unless it auto-corrects the targeting to be the enemy. But giving the enemy a reflect kind of sucks. And he doesn't have a magic command, which is a shame. I mean, Alex Tech just being that good of AoE, he's probably going to be around on our team for a minute. And our Esper, in a pinch, could help. Fish, I'm going to go ahead and say that you're like up there for one of our better characters. I think you are tied with Sephiroth at a 6. I think that's fair, because Sephiroth having a magic command kind of edges you out, and then his non-elemental damage is good. I think what I would do is I would move Sephiroth up to being a 7, now that I think about it. Let's just make Seph a 7, and we'll make Fish our 6, because that makes more sense, right? So, there you go, Fish. I'm sorry that you're invisible, and I haven't fixed that yet, but anyway, good for you, man. Sephiroth, congratulations. You better thank Fish, because you got a bump up in points because of him. Okay, and Tiamat. We're not sure yet how good Tiamat's going to be, because he is our Berserker. He is just a fight Zerker, which is boring, as you guys know. But we also already have a Rage Ring, so he's chucking people too, which is great. And as far as what he can equip, it's Shurikens. I do believe they proc Bolt as well. No, they pull, oh, okay, yeah. They proc Rasp and they can counter. So that's why he was counterattacking last game. So he's got a Power Sash, which is just good for a Berserker in general. He's got Shurikens that can counter. They proc Rasp, which is whatever. He's got a Rage Ring, and he's a Berserker. I mean, he just is a Berserker. So I think he's probably... I gotta take into account that we can't control him, and that we don't have the Blizzard Orb yet to see if it sucks. But as of right now, getting a Berserker early is always good. I think he's a 7 as well. I think he's tied with Sephiroth. So yeah, good job, Tiamat. You guys are awesome. Okay, well now we need to talk about a character who isn't with us, because they're not going to skip out on getting a rating when the ratings are so important this run. So Adrian the Alarm Clock is in our shadow spot. He is probably the best character we have right now, because he has the command... Well, first of all, he's got Imp Condemned. I'm not sure if it's Imp Song or just Imp, but I know it's Condemned after that, probably, because it's like Imp Conned. So I'm not super excited about that, but his other command is Alexander Flare. So he's already got Fish's move of Alexander, which makes him just as good as Fish, just without our Esper and without Tech Barrier, but that's whatever. And attached to the other end of it is like a super powerful single target magic spell, non-elemental Flare, you know? So Adrian is amazing. I'm fairly certain that I'm going to go ahead and make him a 9 right now, because Flare, dude. Alexander's one thing, Flare's just Flare. Man, so that's a big spread. A lot of these were pretty low. Obviously, Sephiroth, Fish, and Adrian are just above the pack right now, and we'll see if that changes based on Espers. I'm looking at you, Red, man. I think that you're only going to get good with the right Espers. Or if we find something changing, morph into something awesome. But regardless of that, talking about the flag we used, the Scenario Not Taken, my first time doing that flag was pretty cool. I didn't see any bugs or anything. It did throw me for a loop, because that was really weird the way it split it up. I'm wondering if there's different variations that can happen. If you, like, because Barren Falls was accessible when we went to the Doma scenario. I wonder if, like, it just randomizes where everyone can go and what you have to do to get out of there. Pretty neat, and I'll probably use that from now on until I run into a problem with it, and then it'll, like, ruin me on it, and I'll never use it again. It's going to be interesting to see what reward/punishment comes for these characters and their ratings by the end of the seed. I'm scared for them. I'm hyped for them. Yeah, man, that's why I'm going to really make sure that I give them the ratings they deserve this time, and really think about it. So we'll see what the Tomasa review looks like later, and if these characters prove themselves a little bit more, because, man, a lot of them have to do some work. I'm looking at you, Red. I'm looking at you, Biggs. Step it up. I will see you guys next time for the Narshe Fields, and all the way to Vector, and thanks for watching. Peace.